Hello, my friends, and welcome to this week's Mental Health Storytime with the Children's Book Bank. My name is Mary. I use she, her pronouns, and this week we're reading two fun books. You Matter by Christian Robinson and Mooncakes by Loretta Seto, illustrated by Renné, Benoit. This week's books are all about celebrating our differences because no two people are the same, and that's what's so great and cool about people. If you look around at your friends, your classmates, your neighborhood, your school, your family, you'll notice that people come in all sorts of different sizes, colors, genders, cultures. But no matter how different we may seem from each other, we all have so much in common and we all matter. This month in Canada is Asian Heritage Month, where we celebrate and reflect on the contributions of Asian Canadians to our country. And so we thought it would be a great time to share with you a story about the Mid-Autumn Festival. This is celebrated in the fall, where families get together, enjoy delicious food together, and give thanks for the harvest. And so we have Mooncakes, a story about a girl who celebrates the Mid-Autumn Festival with her parents, and they share with her some ancient Chinese stories. So let's get started. Mooncakes. These are mooncakes. They have a sweet filling and sometimes an egg yolk inside, and they're very good. So Loretta has dedicated the book to her parents, Gay and Barry Seto, and Renné dedicates it for my family. Tonight the moon shines like a polished pearl, round and fat. It glows bigger and brighter than I have ever seen. Tonight is a special night. Tonight I am allowed to stay up late. Soon there will be mooncakes to eat, sweet and chewy. They are round like the moon. They make a circle for me and Mama and Baba. They make a circle for my family. Outside we light paper lanterns. I made one all by myself using my favorite colors. The lanterns and stars light up the sky. The moon makes everything shine like silver and water. In our backyard, we sit together in a big chair. We watch small dusty clouds brush the moon's face. The wind shakes the leaves. Hush, hush. Baba pulls the blanket close. Mama and Baba tell me about Chang'e, the woman who lives on the moon. So here's our first story. Long ago, the world had 10 suns in the sky, and it became too hot and dry. The Jade Emperor asked his most skilled archer, Hou, to help. Hou aimed high and far. He shot down 9 of the suns, and the world became safe again. As a reward, Hou wanted the elixir of eternal life. But Hou was not a good man. He was cruel and wanted to live forever so that he could rule the people of China. Oh no! Since Hou had saved the world from becoming a desert, the Jade Emperor had no choice but to grant Hou his wish. So here you can see him being an archer shooting at the suns. Hou's wife, Chang'e, knew of her husband's unkind ways. She took the elixir from Hou and ran away. Hou chased Chang'e across the land, over rivers, valleys, and mountains, until the harvest moon rose high above them. Finally, with Hou at her back, Chang'e drank the elixir to escape and was lifted up to the moon, where she lives in the Jade Palace now and forever. I look for Chang'e and the Jade Palace on the moon, but I don't see them. Maybe they're on the other side, I say. Mama and Baba smile and pull me close so I will stay warm. Time for mooncakes, Mama says. We have mini ones and medium ones, but we share a big one. It tastes better when we eat it together. Mama and Baba tell me about Gong, the woodcutter. He also lives on the moon. Long ago, a selfish woodcutter, Gong, wished to learn the secret of eternal life. He came upon an old hermit who promised to teach him. In return, Gong would have to do exactly as the hermit said. Eager to live forever, Gong agreed. But Gong was a lazy man. Each time the hermit asked Gong to complete a task, Gong would grow bored or tired and take a nap. Angry, the hermit revealed his true identity, the Jade Emperor. Oh no! Gong was scared. He begged for one last chance. The emperor took Gong to the Jade Palace's garden on the moon. There stood a large cassia tree. So you can see the tree here. To live forever, Gong would have to chop it down. The emperor warned Gong that if he stopped working, even for a moment, he would wither away and die. Gong laughed at this simple job. He was a woodcutter after all, but with each blow of his axe, the tree healed itself as though it had never been struck. Gong chopped and chopped, but the tree would not fall. To this day, Gong is on the moon, still chopping and filling the air with the scent of cinnamon from the freshly cut cassia tree. It's a lot of work for eternity. I look for Gong and the tree on the moon, but I don't see them. I think I smell cinnamon, I say. Mama and Baba smile, and Mama tweaks my nose. Time for tea, Baba says. He pours hot, steaming tea for us to drink. Mooncakes and tea are better than mooncakes alone. Mama and Baba tell me about Jade Rabbit. Jade Rabbit lives on the moon too. Long ago, 3 moon magicians wanted to test the goodness of the animals on Earth. The magicians turned themselves into 3 poor old men and pretended to beg for food. When they asked Fox, he gave them red berries from his den. When they asked Monkey, she gave them guavas pulled down from her tree. But when the moon magicians asked Rabbit, he had nothing to give. Instead, Rabbit offered himself to the magicians for them to eat. The 3 moon magicians were so amazed by Rabbit's kindness, they brought him back to the moon to live with them. Rabbit became known as Jade Rabbit, and he still lives on the moon and brings food to those on Earth who need it. Aw, that's sweet. I look for Jade Rabbit on the moon, but I don't see him. Does Jade Rabbit bring us mooncakes and tea too? I ask, yawning. Mama and Baba smile and press their cheeks against mine. Eating mooncakes and lighting paper lanterns. Watching the round pearl moon and winking stars. Looking for Chang'e, Gong, and Jade Rabbit. This is my moon festival. I can see Mama and Baba and me in the circle of the moon. It's late. Mama and Baba say it's time to sleep. They hug me close. I blow out my lantern and the smoke curls up to the sky. Thank you, I say to the moon before I go inside. From my bedroom window, the moon watches over me. In my bed, I close my eyes and dream. Okay, and author's note. The Moon Festival falls on the 15th day of the 8th month of the lunar calendar. Traditionally, it's a time for families to come together and give thanks for the harvest and family unity. Even relatives who are unable to be with their families can look up at the dark sky and know that their loved ones are watching the same moon. The end. So these 3 stories, I wonder if you can think of any similarities or differences between them. And for me, I see that selfishness on the part of the people in the stories was always punished, but when people did kind things for each other, they were rewarded, like the rabbit when he went to live up on the moon. And it's fitting because the Moon Festival is a festival where we gather together with our families and have gratitude for being together. Okay, and now we go to You Matter by Christian Robinson. For anyone who isn't sure if they matter, you do. What's she looking at? A microscope. The small stuff too small to see. Those who swim with the tide and those who don't. The first to go and the last, you matter. When everyone thinks you're a pest, when something is just out of reach, when everyone is too busy to help, you matter. If you fall down, if you have to start all over again. Even if you're really gassy, you matter. Sometimes home is far away. Sometimes someone you love says goodbye. Sometimes you feel lost and alone, but you matter. Old and young. The first to go and the last. The small stuff too small to see. You matter. All right. And that's the end. Okay, I hope you enjoyed those 2 stories about the Moon Festival and about celebrating our differences and knowing that you matter no matter what. And that brings us to the end of this week's story time. We'll see you next week. Bye!